I know. It's like women just are the CEOs of nagging. They'll say, oh no, we want free stuff. Nag, nag, nag. Then the stuff is free. Oh no, the cost of everything has gone up. Nag, nag, nag. We can't afford groceries. Nag, nag, nag. We can't afford cars. We can't afford houses. Well, ladies, this is what you voted for. What up, guys? Welcome to my reaction series. So women keep voting to ruin the most amazing cities in America. And at one point, New York City was a really sought after place to live, but now people are leaving. Now people are leaving because it's kind of cooked. All right, let's see.
Zora Mandami just won. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Free groceries, free rent. Finally, someone who cares about the people.
Oh gosh, women are too dumb.
Free. The same free that empties shelves everywhere it was tried? Oh, come on. It's not going to be like Venezuela or other countries like that. In New York, it's going to be much more about equality. All right, equality. How could I forget? Everyone is equally poor, equally dependent, and equally waiting in line for bread that never comes. Oh, you conservatives are so dramatic. Mom Dani is really focused on justice.
Yeah. Women keep voting for these terrible policies, and it's unfortunate because men are the ones who pay for this stuff. Men are the one who pay the majority of our taxes. It's so unfortunate. In the old days, men used to get some punani and like 10 kids in exchange for paying for women. But now men collectively have to pay for women and get no kids and no punani. But at least you don't have a nagging wife anymore. So that's good.
He will defund the police and shut down those very problematic units like the anti-terrorism one. Oh yeah, because that's exactly what New York needs. Less protection and more chaos. Don't you see he wants to reform the system? That's what we need. He is not fixing the system. He's actually dismantling the only thing standing between order and chaos. Oh gosh, you're just exaggerating. No, I'm not exaggerating. History already wrote the story. New York is just hitting repeat. New York just elected a social experiment. And just like every other socialist slash is.
You know what's funny? I think it's just because women want to bang him. I think women just pick the candidate that talks nicer and is hotter.
Lawmaking.
I think that's why Trump won is because at the end of the day, women would rather bang Trump than Biden. So
Experiment, this one will end up the same. People being controlled, empty shelves, empty promises, more control on everything, and citizens paying the price for it all.
All right, let's see this guy. New York is cooked.
New York City is absolutely cooked. They just elected a guy who's promising free buses, like it's some sort of revolutionary idea. And that right there tells you everything about where that city is at right now. They've gone from being the financial and cultural capital of the world to celebrating the absolute bare minimum. Y'all remember a couple years ago when New York City finally got trash cans, public trash cans, and people were cheering out in the streets like it was the moon landing? That's how low the bar is now. And now we're celebrating free bus rides in the same city that once symbolized American ambition, world leadership.
There's a reason that men don't vote like women do. It's because they don't see the point, because women will just always outvote them. Really, this country, it was kind of cooked the second women got the right to vote, because we just vote for the hotter candidate and whoever gives us more free stuff and bails us out of our bad decisions. And here we are.
Innovation, energy, and culture. People are cheering for trash cans and bus fares. That's where we're at. Meanwhile, the wealthy pack up and leave, crime rises, taxes go up, and affordability.
Yeah, and a lot of times the women that vote for and push this stuff are women that are not going to really be impacted by the decisions of this stuff. It's more lower and middle class people that are impacted by this stuff, but it's the upper class that's really pushing a lot of this stuff. I mean, a lot of housewives with a lot of time on their hands.
Absolutely collapses, and the middle class that built this city gets crushed. Because here's the truth: nothing in New York is free. Free buses, paid for by you. City-run grocery stores, paid for by you. Every government program gets billed to the firefighter, the teacher, the nurse, the retiree, the family trying to stay in the neighborhood they grew up in, the people who are in New York City. So yeah, today feels historic, so did yesterday, but historic doesn't mean good. The headlines say this is a new vision. The question every New Yorker should be asking right now is simple: can I afford to live in the city I love? because elections aren't just vibes. They show up in your rent, your taxes, your grocery bill, your daily life. And after this one,
I know. It's like women just are the CEOs of nagging. They'll say, oh, no, we want free stuff. Nag, nag, nag. Then the stuff is free. Oh, no, the cost of everything has gone up. Nag, nag, nag. We can't afford groceries. Nag, nag, nag. We can't afford cars. We can't afford houses. Well, ladies, this is what you voted for. Again, the only power men have is walking away with their feet in their wallet.
the bill is coming, and it's not just going to be a small one. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section.
All right, here we go. Let's see what this lady has to say.
I'm just going to say it. Liberal women. I'm just going to say it. Liberal women, young liberal women are
the challenge is most of these women were liberal when they're young. It's like every anti-feminist I've met. I think I might be the only one. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but toot toot, who has consistently voted and pushed conservative policies the entire time. I have never, you could look at my voting record. I've never voted liberal, never been pro-choice. All you hoes got pro-choice when it was convenient. Pro-life when it was convenient. I stood on business.
biggest threat to our country right now. Time I say, like I keep saying, I'm going to steer further away from talking on politics, and then something happens, and here we are again. So Zoran, so you don't mess with the Zohan. That's all I can see when I see that name. Yeah, so he won New York last night. Congratulations, New York, you're cooked. So congrats on that. Article that I just read said that 80% of the votes for him were from young white women under 30. Now I'm going to give it about a year before New York is completely trashed, financially crashed out. The housing market is already trash. Everything's going to crash out there. You think tourists are going to come to New York now? Because they're not. You're going to lose all of your tourists that come into New York. Women are about to be valueless in New York. But hey, you'll have free buses.
Yeah, but the challenge is women are still going to be bailed out because they have their punani. Men will always pay for young, attractive women, especially white women under 30. Yeah, they'll be fine. But it's the upper class white women voting for this stuff. And it's a lot of the minority and lower class women that have to pay. It's like when white women don't want to raise their kids, they get lower class nannies that they barely pay.
Right? Because that's what you voted for, was free buses. I've seen 2 people say that now. You don't even know
what
what
like kids, free stuff. Yay!
you voted for.
How do we pay for it? We don't know. Is that a puppy in the background?
Like, you have no idea.
Oh.
So in a year, when you realize how bad it is there, stay there. Don't leave. Don't try to come south. We don't want you. Just stay there and gobble up everything that you voted for.
They won't, though. They'll keep getting bailed out and leaving. Women are going to ruin this country. Women already have to some degree. Have any of you lived in any of these super liberal cities? If you have, let me know what your experience has been with young women under 30. Are they the ones pushing these policies? Because that's definitely what I've seen. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you like the video. Please subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and I'll see you next time.